Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to 9 p.m. English News Edition. The headlines. The Prime Minister participated in the plenary on robotics technology applied to agriculture. For international scene, H. landfall rehabilitated in mangroves in Brazil. Those were the headlines, and welcome to the national news. On the sideline of his participation in agriculture and food system summit, he met with the Prime Minister, Mr. Abdulkarim Mohammed, and his campaign delegation with officials of International Fund for Agriculture Development and the World Food Programme. So His Excellency the Prime Minister and his campaign delegation held talks with the President of International Fund for Development and discussed with him ways to support a certain number of projects through his leadership of International Fund for Agriculture Development Program on Charter, National Food Security for provided by the Republic of Djibouti, and it's committed to doing what's necessary and support the country to mobilize bilateral and military financing partnerships about and this emitters program, the Jewish Green and Green Fine Power will be supported once the light is obtained, the green of the decision making body. So this exchange of the premise exceed for better coverage of the country's needs and in particular to rural and the population and flooded population and living in the capital, and therefore increasing the volume of food product destined for Djibouti. The Prime Minister do not fail to congratulate the WFP for its contribution to the Ministry of Solidarity for food support and money transfer. He urged WFP to move towards a process based on the value chain and point the beneficiary through the graduation to support the employability. A committee in coordination with the country team to take into account the request of the country and to put everything implemented for its execution as soon as possible. So, on the sideline of this summit, Prime Minister Abdulkarim Mohammed discussed with the official of the International Fund for Agricultural Development for the project that is presented to the Green Climate. And fine, he also met the Prime Minister Abdulkarim Mohammed, Executive Director of the World Food Organization, and discussed with her a topic of common interest, a special project offered by the organization Djibouti in favor of the food stakeholders, surprising there continues unlimited support. So Dar es Salaam in Summit 2023, an historic commitment to human and capital development in Africa. Heads of state and delegation can usually adopted the Declaration on Human Capital. Dar es Salaam Summit 2023 in Tanzania. President Samia Holo says and has say human capital development is key to achieve sustainable resilience and inclusive growth in Africa. At the summit, President Hassan stressed the importance of investing in people through education, good nutrition, job creation, and skill development in order to improve socio-economic outcome on the continent. He released that the future of our continent depends on how we value human capital. We have got this is why we must invest heavily in educational health, empowerment of women and girls, research and innovation, as well as job creation and job opportunities, said the President. Has certified vaccine focus on 7 key areas that will play a critical role in the development of your business, human capital in Africa, education, skills development, improving health and well-being, empowering women and girls, fostering research and innovation, fostering and developing solutions solution that adapted to challenging continent, promoting job creation, implement resource mobilization and partnership. This landmark announcement represents an important step towards improving the lives of million people in Africa. The heads of state emphasized the importance of regional and international cooperation to achieve it. The Minister of Infrastructure and Equipment, Mr. Hassan Mohammed Ibrahim, went to the Kil area for a closer look at the rehabilitation work of National Road number 1, especially in the Kuro Kalamu Road. The Governor of the Dikil region, Mr. Hassan Abdi Rabla, and the Deputy participated in this visit. The President of the Regional Council, Mr. Kuro Ibrahim Abdullah, and Director of the Presidency Office, Mr. Mohammed Sadeke, and Director General of the Egyptian Roads Agency, Sultan Saeed Ismail, General Manager of Djibouti Port Roads Campaign, Mr. Abdi Ibrahim Farah, and Representative Al-Yuni Contracting Company, and the Chinese Contracting Company, and Saudi Technology Consulting Company. After the warm reception, he received the Minister President over an important working meeting with the Emirate in Tentais. So after that, the delegation headed by the minister visited the ongoing work of the road formation and the visiting the district of the Kuru and Glamo. It should also be noted that despite the delays recorded, it was completed resumption of work and its performance in good condition. The company pledged to increase the human and material resources to catch up with the project and finish it within a contractual deadline. The Road Agency of Djibouti remains a delegated authority for this project and responsible of the for the implementation of the project to rehabilitate this road. So for his part, the minister expressed his happiness with the visit and pointed out the importance that the government's acceptance of this project which will contribute to improving the level of road service. Finally, the minister thanked the concerned authority in this budget for the welcome that he received. He expressed his willingness to release this project. So the International School for Training the Judicial Police of the National Gendarmerie concluded today, Tuesday, the 15th edition of the Professional Criminal Investigator course. It's chaired by the Deputy Public Prosecutor, Mrs. Leila Mohammed Ali. The closing ceremony of this section was attended by the Chief of the State of the National Gendarmerie and the President of the Court of Appeal and the Chief of the Internal Security Defense in France and Ethiopian representative of the Director General of the National Police, representative of the Director of National Security and Delegated Armed Force, Church, and large number of senior officials of the National Gendarmerie and Wali Governorate of Arta, Mr. Hassan and Dabeli Ahmed, and Head of the Regional Council in Arta, Mr. Alimi Poje, and other dignitaries. The 15th consisted of a training from a friendly country and from Djibouti Security Force. Within the weeks that a professional criminal investigators course listed he's received the training who came from 8 countries, including the Republic of Djibouti, are highly qualified. So the level of focus in particular on the latest technology used for the procedural criminal investigation, which at the end of the course they receive a pitch of the international school to train the digital policy in Djibouti in addition to certification. For his part, Colonel Zakaria Hassan Adam, Chief of National Gendarmerie, congratulated the beneficiary on their good result and urged them to continue their commitment to set an example in their institution. Finally, to the Chief of State of the National Gendarmerie expressed his wishes to trainees from a friendly country which is safe return to their countries. So, to in his speech, the head of the beneficiary, Pete Mr. Therese, Mrs. Therese Ermel, she expressed her happiness to take advantage of this training course related to judicial procedure, she said. In his speech, the director of the National School of Judicial Policy, Colonel Hussein Mohammed, spoke leadership on the course program and emphasized the diligence and interest shown by the civil servants throughout the session. Lastly, for her part, the sponsor of the ceremony, Ms. Leila Mohammed Ali, spoke about the importance of the investigator, about the professional criminal course and the quality of lesson for it to her trainees. I am convinced that trainees have managed during the past weeks to discover new ways to investigate and that they have absorbed what they have been trained, she said. The People's Fine for Saving and Land Organization and Information meeting at the Sheraton Hotel. The main objective of this conference was to formalize the participants, in particular and representatives of different banks with associated the customer computer procedure and protocol, remote advising and remote payment system by exploiting modern technology. The fine aims to make the payments process more efficient, easy to use, and pay social security contribution for employers and companies. The conference was attended by representatives of major banks in Djibouti and general manager and of behalf of the Fine Minister Abdul Dini, who presented the detail of the new system for the public. The occasion of the promote importance to the beneficiary and the commitment of the Fine National Social Security to improve the process of contribution to social security. The main objective also of the conference was to ensure that the banking sector is informed good in recently implementing a new remote advising and remote payment system. An intervention by the acting director general of the national security, Fine Minister Abdul Qadir Dini, explained the importance of this event aimed at defining the new advertising for the application online payment. He said that this is no doubt that the digital age occupied a niche growing all over the world. It's this spirit that the national tries for social security in Djibouti to adapt to this new digital reality in order to provide its subsidiary and employers with a more efficient, fast, and easy service in accessing it. First of all, this makes it possible to significantly reduce processing times through eliminate the limitation inherent in physical procedure and manual procedure. Employers can now submit their declaration electronically, making it easier to track data, archive it, and verify it. Likewise, workers can in a smooth and fast manner access their account online and pay their contribution. So, Private Digital also provided familiar with a better user experience that they can access their personal information, view the status of their contribution, and get real-time account statement. We also say we hope that this again will contribute to enhancing transparency and confidence in the current system social. In addition, they pleaded to formulate a complaint online speedies the process proceeding and ensure faster response to the affiliated needs. Finally, I would like to remind you that the digitalization of service and the abstraction of materials are necessary to modernize our service, but also to protect the environment by significantly reducing the use of paper, he said. A team of observers from the MOPIL, a team of the National Laboratory, conducting the analysis of lunch is for an accompanied by member of the National Gendarmerie from the 12-7 detachment today 2023 initiative special precise in the warehouse located in Kilo 2 a large amount of food is found to consist of rice of and flour and depth all are spirit and unified from human conception. One of these merchants was also practicing counterfeiting, which consists of changing the packaging and using flour finish in the production of a baked bread in order to mislead the consumers. As a result, the National Laboratory call it on the police and the National Gendarmerie to confiscate all these products are closing to building. Those involved will be brought to justice. The governor of the new Abaca region, Mr. Musa Adam Migani, made inception and familiarization visit today Wadli of Urubu, a sub-district of the province. This visit by the new governor to the province of Abkhaz also falls within the framework of all the meeting with citizen and communicating with rural communities. The governor, Mr. Musa Adam Migene, was accompanied on this visit by Hayim Twangi, delegation chairman acting Babake, district regional and council of Ahmed Ali Muhammad, and district deputy Mr. Kamil Ahmed, locally elected official and law enforcement authority and his main color and collaborators. The people of Orobo and Dili all gave the new governor and his accompanying delegation a warm welcome. The youth, women, and heads of state also welcomed the delegation accompanied the new governor. And finally, after the warm welcome, the governor and thank for all the representatives of the population who took part. There was platform submitted various applications during the meeting. The main issues discussed was the usual weather and especially in this period that witnessed the high temperature and drought. So the Egyptian delegation participating in the night for confirming game has arrived in Kinshasa to an international airport. Delegation consists of coach, athletes, young players of a different type sports. Upon their arrival at the airport, they were received by the organizing committee of the game and tiny transported to the game village, where all nations participating in this game will be guaranteed 9 until their return. This game will be held from 28th of July to 16th of August in Kinshasa with participation of athletes from 5 continents to represent the country in the tournament, the night Francophone game. Enough for the international scene. Children a traffic accident in northern Senegal. 24 people died, including 4 children and 52 were injured. A passenger was overturned yesterday morning, Wednesday, in northern Senegal, according to the new toll announcement interim minister. Upon inspecting the site, the minister of interior said there are 76 victims, including 24 dead, including 4 children and 52 unwanted. The accident occurred at 7 for Senegal time and Chimini village located in the region Louga North. Also, we have in Brazil, mountain of West have been replaced by huge green space covered with mangroves. It's a project of the Rio de Janeiro Municipal Cleaning Company and private company to recover 16 hectares of the landfall. That's it for this edition. Thanks for your attention. Wonderful afternoon.